Good afternoon, dear traders.
Hello, welcome to ИнстаФорекс economic news channel. We are Ekaterina Nedachina
and Marina Generalova.
You are watching a weekly overview of the currency and commodity markets for the last week.
What's new on the Forex market in the New Year's week?
The US dollar has been steadily rising while the euro has been rapidly losing ground.
And what events sparked such a dynamic?
They are ECB President Mario Draghi's statements and some economic reports. For the European currency, the year of 2015 started not in the best way. The euro nosedived to the lowest level since 2010 against the dollar. The reason is ECB head Mario Draghi's comments about the regulator's intention to launch a large-scale quantitative easing program in order to protect the region's economy, which is under the threat of deflation. The single currency edged down to the level of 1.2003 during the first trading session on Friday, thus losing 179 pips since the close of trades on Friday, December 26, and 96 pips since December 31st. Moreover, the renewed political unrest in Greece also put downward pressure on the European currency. Meanwhile, the US dollar rose on Friday, continuing its streak of gains started in 2014. Expectations that the Fed will start raising interest rates backed the greenback amid the situation when the European Central Bank and the Bank of Japan go on softening their monetary policies. The ICE dollar index grew to the level of 91.11 from 90.27, reached on December 31st, thus hitting the highest level since 2006. The index appreciated by almost 31% in 2014, marking the greatest yearly gain since 2005. However, the fly in the ointment was the US manufacturing PMI report that came below market expectations. After the release of this data, the dollar corrected. This is all about Forex market quotes for now.
Thanks for the overview of the currency market, Marina.
You're welcome, Kate. And what about the crude oil and gold movements last week?
There is a slowdown on the commodity market.
What is the reason for the sell-off of the commodities?
It's concerns about large excess of supply over demand and the strengthening of the US dollar. Crude oil futures ended first trades this year with the same dynamic as in 2014, hitting fresh lows amid the strong dollar and excess of supply over demand. In the US, WTI futures for February delivery fell by 1.1% to $52.69 a barrel, the lowest closing level since April 2009. Brent futures for February settlement in London lost 0.2%, ending at $56.29 a barrel. Over 2014, WTI futures lost 45.87%, while Brent depreciated by 48.26%, thus capping the biggest annual decline since 2008. Gold ended high on Friday, with the futures for February delivery rising by 0.2% to $1,186.20 an ounce. According to analysts, gold found support after the stock market showed weakness on weaker than expected economic news. Gold futures lost 0.9% over the shortened holiday week.
Kate, thank you for the overview of the commodity market.
You're welcome, Marina.
You've watched a weekly overview of the Forex and commodity markets on ИнстаФорекс TV channel.
Presented to you by Marina Generalova
and Kate Nedachina.
Take care and goodbye.
See you later.